G'day, welcome back to part 2 of trying to take over the world. Just running through one city. Our city of choice is Stuttgart. So, where did that come in? As far away as possible. So, currently we're just operating on our furthest distance, a level 3 planes, 3 of them. We haven't pushed any harder than that. And I'm sure we will soon have to. We'll start going to level 3, level 4 planes, I think will be our next move. In Oslo. We've got 45 minutes before we have to open anything else, so we do sort of have a luxury of time. You can see he does hover around 500. You can sort of see the ones that sit at the top for the longest, with I guess the most people coming to and the longest it takes to get addressed. Unsurprisingly, the further away the city, the worse it's going to be. And as long as it's a popular city too, so something like Istanbul's probably going to struggle more than Bursa, even though they're the same distance. Alright, the Netherlands is up next, so a real nice easy one for us. Let's just put this layup in. We'll give them our standard 3 planes for now anyway. And Croatia, so another nice easy one. At the moment all we're doing is just building the amount of time available. Now Syria, a little bit further than what we're doing in Turkey, obviously. Alright, and as always, we want to take our charities because they will come back very generously. Billionaires always like us donating to charity. You can see some of these planes, that Algiers is regularly getting busier planes, so I'm going to give them 4-seaters. They seem to be a pretty busy route. Who else is rolling on to Istanbul? Let's give them faster planes too. It's basically those ones that we can see at the top, like regularly hitting the top. Algiers is the other one we've done. Istanbul we've done. Madrid is probably the other one. Really giving us plenty of options of places to go in Turkey. I haven't done a zoom in on the point. Lots of planes coming in. Stuttgart is nothing but an airport in this universe. Alright. Let's go 3 and upgrade them to 4. Latvia shouldn't be too bad to bring in. I feel like I had 2 cities come in there and I missed one of them being named. Can't see it if it's there. Italy's up next, which would be another close one, but it could quickly give me a couple of different Italian airports, so we'll just hold for a second. Stuttgart is sitting almost permanently orangey yellow at this point. You can see that is getting higher. Istanbul, Kiev, Damascus. I don't think that spending money to upgrade Stuttgart is a loss. I mean, that's an expectation. That will be level 10. The question of whether this is doable or not is almost dependent on what Stuttgart can do. Although it would also be that every single one of these airports needs to be shifting as fast, like will be max level planes. So it's a lot of money we're gonna have to spend on infrastructure on this one. is tricky to sort of say, well, do I bother just doing the upgrade all planes on these two? Just sort of blanket go everything to 4s now. Or do I spend my time, like, upgrading planes later? Like, these guys, you can see they're all yellow, so let's give them a little boost. Go for Kiev as well. It's a bit of a distance. Surprised at how cheap the territories still are. That's something I've obviously forgotten about. Is that they're not too bad. Car is sort of worth an upgrade. Estonia. It's nice to see us flirting with that 1 hour mark for time at the moment. And it is nice that we haven't really had too many emergencies, like, very rarely. It was only at the very beginning Stuttgart was a bit uneasy. This also, like, the good thing will be that at some point the game is going to go, alright, your next country is the United States. Or something equally far away, and that's where we're going to need a ton of money. And so that's where we will start to use our time, that we'll go like, alright, well, we need have Washington, D.C. connected to Stuttgart, and we're going to have to spend the amount of money required to have 5 level 5 planes, 5 level 6 planes for that to work. Austria is up next. I mean, you'd feel bad for them that they have so many planes flying overhead. And they've said, can we get in on this? I'll treat you to 2 planes for now, Vienna. You're probably close enough to not need it. Iran up next. We are now taking a bigger jump. That could be 4 4-seaters. 4 level 4s, rather. It's going to cost us 3,000 to open them, and it's going to cost us 4,000 to get down there, so that's already 7,000. Probably 12,000 at least. Right in here. Run. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s. And that's the thing, we get another city in there, we need to do the same thing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s. And I mean, this first sort of like journey is a bit shaky because we send all those planes at the same time. And then it will be once they reach Stuttgart, do they start to spread themselves out. So you can see that the first Iranian plane is here, and then the second one's there. So the longest probably wait time Tehran would have is this initial wait, because that's a full journey that guy has to do. Whereas the next guy is, and from then on, is just forever spaced. So they're in a... Now, probably the one easier thing with this is that unless Stuttgart gets cancelled, flights to Stuttgart, we should be pretty alright for cancellations. Ankara is down, and it's like, that's fine. Nothing is going to impact that except planes to Ankara that'll just sit... No, they won't even sit in there. Everyone will just have them sit at home, waiting for probably be Istanbul or someone. Might have Ankarian flights waiting to go. Doesn't mean when that city opens there will be a sudden surge of planes, like of passengers on the move for that one city. But again, it's just that one city. It'll more be if the country goes down at some point that'll be a mini nightmare. This is where we're going to start to struggle a little bit with money. But again, we have 70 minutes until we have to open another country. So we can just take our time a little bit. It does take a little while for any city to sort of muster 100 passengers. We've already put our investment into Stuttgart, so it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. It's only hitting 700, 800,000 at the moment, so it's 1/6 of its capacity. Car is almost back, so we can just sort of sit here and watch to see if we suddenly have a surge of thing. I'm going to say no, because if anything, it doesn't necessarily hurt us to have fewer passengers in the network. Well, as long as Iran wants attention, it's going to cost us. Azerbaijan is next, which is almost as far. Again, it's not the worst thing to have some countries that are a little bit closer. Like Belgium is just a 6-minute treat at some point. When we get Belgium unlocked, like we just gain 6 minutes. Same goes for all these our sort of like countries down near Greece. Every time we get an Iranian city while we're waiting here, it is costing us big money. But they are longer flights too, so hopefully they're also making us more money as well. The thing is, again, these airports can only hold 100 people. These planes can hold 300. So the airport's starting to look worse. Isn't necessarily the worst thing, because like the planes can easily take the amount of people available in there. Alright, we'll get to 15,000 and then open Azerbaijan. I do starting to have the concern that I'm not making money fast enough for how much I'm going to have to spend on these further away countries. Although Iraq has just been very active in adding new cities. A bit different to what we've seen from other ones. Palestine? It's still old mate Iran getting more cities. You see Barcelona there's got a pretty busy flight. Let's give them a 4th plane. We won't upgrade them to the level 4 yet. Nice and close so we can actually see it. Leave me be a little while. Take a note out of Mini Motorway's book that if I'm doing something, you wait till I'm done doing it before you throw an announcement at me. Portugal. That's probably a welcome one we can chuck in nice and quick. Israel. Oh, we've got one there too. You would probably say you only need level 3 planes. I do wonder, you could argue, like, well, would you ever need, like, maximum planes for Berlin or anything? And it's like, probably not. They could probably live with smaller planes making that journey the whole time. Somewhere else just opened and I was not paying attention. Auto. We are still sort of going up in time here. 70 minutes. When we start to go backwards in time, that you can see that we're going to have a an issue. See, not Israel, Istanbul is starting to go yellow. A few of these Turkish cities are. Would love to see them. I can't remember what the end of that thought was. Anyway, with our new Iranian city, we won't add that until these 5 minutes pass. If anything, it's actually cheaper to upgrade that once into a higher level airport than it would be to spend the money to make the more expensive route. We've got more than enough money to bring in Israel, but then we don't want to have to make it an expensive route either. So I guess at the moment we're just accruing money to hopefully open 3 countries in pretty quick succession. It is nice to see us starting to make a fortune. Well, that second Iranian city could just wait as well. You can see how long it's taking for people to get to these further away cities. Like I said, these cities can only hold 100 people, and they're getting to about 50 by the time that plane gets there. So it's not end of the world stuff. Once we get to America, that's our end of the world stuff. So we want to. It is nice to see that, say, in the 7 minutes since we opened Israel. No, sorry, since we got told to open Israel, we've made about 40,000. So we are starting to make money. Those planes are doing their job. Okay, so let's just slow things down for a second. We've got Cardiff coming in. M3 flights. We got this guy going in. And he can have 4. And then this guy. 4. And then Israel comes in. Then we got Iraq. Bring that in too. Armenia. So, what are we at? 5,000. So we probably want to wait to have a little bit more money. But again, the more things we have going, the faster, the more time we can sit with more airports, with more, and like make more money. So making that like our objective still being like as fast as possible is definitely, I think, the way to go strategically to have enough money to be all right in the end here. Saudi Arabia would be the most furthest flights again. Wow, we're definitely running on fumes at the moment. Need to have our cash build up a bit more again. Who's that? Is that? Oh, that's Baghdad. That's got those flights. What's going to be heavier? Now, there's no value in opening up a country that isn't the next one that it wants me to open up. It doesn't give me the 6-minute bonus to my goal, and that is absolutely valuable time. That's the currency that we're basically living on. All right, I think we'll go 20,000 and we'll open Saudi Arabia, which hopefully we can get that before we hit 70-minute mark, and we are still going up in time. We still have these close countries. But soon enough, Russia's going to want in here, and we are going to get real spread up there. Glad that there's nothing overly close to Stuttgart, because otherwise this would be a pain to try and make sure you're hitting the right country. There is a nice little sort of like loop away from him. Wait. Ah, it's a charity. Absolutely, we'll do it. $8,000 for generosity. Again, we want 20,000 before we bring in Kuwait. It would be nice to hit 100 minutes. I think the only way we're going to get 100 minutes is if Belgium, Albania, Greece, North Macedonia are all sort of open up at the same quick succession. Greece is next. Again, we'll hold for 20,000. I think that should be our new standard for opening. Again, what I think would be really nice here is if we can get... we've got a red planes going to London there. Give them the boost. That's just our first plane back down, so I think he's okay. What we want to see is want the airports to get upgraded again. I want everyone to have a 200. There we go. Oh, that's just first level for 50. So there must be either one or none out there. It's going to cost us 5,500 to open Greece. We'll possibly do it for 15,000. Libya. Not that one. That's crazy. You just get one new airport and it's costing you 6,000 to connect. You can see there are a few orange planes around. Tehran looks like it's got reasonably busy flights each day. Like all of the Turanian flights are orange, or the next one yellow too. All level 4 planes have been removed from service in Saudi Arabia. Well, Saudi Arabia is going to be living the speedy life. We'll go 20,000 and we'll open Libya. Which always gets a little bit derailed when we have to spend over 5,000 for a new line. I mean, at this moment, I do still feel like, so far, we're obviously going to have a lot longer flights in place soon, but it just seems to be at the mercy of what Stuttgart can handle. Alright, we've dropped back under 70 minutes, so we have lost time on this next transition. And that wasn't that expensive to get Libya in there. Oh. Okay, and I think we'll just jump straight into Sweden. Got Belgium too. That was a nice, quick, sudden, like, burst of time. Finland. Alright, so now we're up to over 80 minutes, which is quite nice. Oh, we've got a city there I've missed. Let's look at the amount of planes just flooding into this place. One orange. Who's that? Absolutely, we will donate to charity. Why are you struggling so much? 10,000, always nice. Morocco. Are getting a bit more expensive in our purchases though. Montenegro. Like a nice close one. Iran is almost full. See, this is where I feel like the answer actually is that. Because the planes can hold 300. So let the airport hold 300. Who's this guy? That red flight. Give you an upgrade. Georgia. No, it's starting to get up there in cost. Marrakesh. A couple of Moroccan cities. We are up to 92 minutes. Good, we are, like I said, as long as we're still going up in time, it means we haven't hit the, I guess, the danger zone of where this will become, like, where we're already on the losing side of this now. Obviously, we have a long way to go. At this point, I'm quite comfortable with anything in sort of this, so the border between India and Pakistan and Kazakhstan and China, and then sort of around and then across through Central Africa. I think we're looking all right for all of that at the moment. Once we get to South America, that's definitely where I'm going to feel a little less confident with it. But that's where we'll leave this one today. we have made some nice headway into top of Africa and over into Middle East. Any questions or comments, feel free to check them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.